Welcome to 1350. We are now entering a new decade. We are halfway done with the 1300s. So exciting about that. And we had a good year last year. Everything was pretty peaceful. Some kids aged up. We had a new baby with our new wife, Dorothea. And then we had a new baby who's not listed here because he's still a baby. So everything is going pretty well. That was kind of surprising that it just zoomed in like that. It doesn't really matter. So this year, we are going to get Margaret married. Also, Matilda's dying. I got to figure out what to do with her kids. Mabel in the orphanage will be aging up, and our heir will be aging up as well. I'd also decided that I want to I want to start having our vampires really having kids. And at the same time as that, because they'll be having a lot of kids, I don't want our world to be overrun with vampires. So I am going to roll for vampire hunting every 10 years. So since it is 50, we will roll for vampire hunting. And that is using several persons add-ons for the Ultimate Decades Challenge. Thank you. So, okay, if you have a vampire, there's also a chance that vampire hunts happen. So, um, heads, vampire hunt annual, if human, if accused. Oh, I'm not sure I understand these. um, if a vampire is a good, oh gosh, there's a lot here. Um, okay, I think I understand this now. So what I'm going to do is roll a d10, and if they get a 9, they're accused. This is annual. We'll make it every decade. I'm not going to roll for humans to be accused of being vampires. And then if we get a 3 on a d4, then the vampire dies. So that's what we're going to do. Let's start. Well, actually, I need a d4 as well. So let's make another one of these. Get a d4. Okay, so we have currently 5 vampires. So first, we have Lilith, Caleb, Christiana, Henry, and the daughter. What's her name? Estrid. So okay, so none of our vampires have been accused of being vampires this decade. So good, good. And we will let them all go about their business. Okay, which is good because I was gonna have Margaret marry Henry. So um, let's do that. Let's get Margaret married to Henry and get going. I already killed Matilda, and we'll see how this year goes. So happy decade. Okay, so here we are, and we are just, ooh, hello, she's pregnant. So there's that. They're talking again about their relationship fears, so that's a lot. But I really do want them to get romantic with each other. So I'm going to focus on that a little bit right now because I think that it's important. Margaret, you go take care of the baby. We also have to do Margaret's story today, which we will. We are going to do it at night again. I'm planning on having her get with Henry, so he can't come around during the day because he's a vampire. So here we are. Very nice. And we are going to just have her take care of a lot of this stuff because those two are still getting romantic with each other. I think that's important for them to do. There we go. She likes gardening anyway. She is very domestic. She likes cooking, she likes gardening, she likes fishing, she likes all the things that we need her to like in order to be a good farmer. So that's good. Ooh, hello. Oh, see, she's definitely pregnant. She's so nauseous. Okay, so here we go, taking care of the cow now. I know you got stung by bees. I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry. It's too bad. I accidentally took a video here and I didn't mean to, but anyway. Oh, the baby's crying. Okay, I will let you guys stop flirting with each other because I need you to take care of your baby. Oh, we are really pretty much out of food. In Margaret's inventory, anyway. let's have Milo talk to. Yeah, she wanted to be friendly with Milo in order to do her fear thing. So we're doing that. He's going to eat the honey because we don't have enough food. That's fine. And then everybody else is going to eat the meal. It's starting to get late, so once, the nighttime rolls around, we'll start with her stuff. I am going to have to cheat their needs a little bit just so that we can focus on Margaret and her story while that is going on. She's afraid of the dark, but she's so confident. Like, go outside, except doesn't think that it's dark out, and she's not getting the thing where she can, you know, get be confident outside at night to get rid of her fear. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So let's call him over. Okay, so basically, what is going on here is that, as you know, Christiana cares very much about her family and wants to always make sure that they're doing okay. So she is sending Henry out to just give him a little checkup, like be like, oh, hey, how are they doing? Can you just go scope it out and make sure that everything's okay? And then, we can go back to living our vampire life separately as long as they're all right. So he goes, but then he sees Margaret and he smells her. She's a great cook and she's always around food and everything. And he has never really had good food because he's a vampire and his parents have never really cooked and stuff. Yeah, that happened very quickly. That escalated very quickly because they barely have any friendship, but the mood was right. So she was feeling very confident and they were just like getting to know each other. And he approached her again because she smelled really good. And so she is telling him about, like, cooking and blah, blah, blah. And he can't eat human food right now. So it's no problem there. He is going to go home now that it's the morning. But anyway, they had these, like, how late at night you have these philosophical discussions and everything. So they had these really deep and meaningful conversations. And they, the moment struck, they woohooed. So basically, Henry was like, whoops, maybe I wasn't supposed to do that, but I think, he goes home and he goes, Mom, I think I just found the woman I want to marry. Like, she's great. She's going to cook me all sorts of food. We have this connection. Mabel did just survive her role. So, um, Christiana's like, that's fine. Even though Christiana now has a lot of money, she doesn't look down on her family, her old family. So, um, she never raised her children to also look down on people. So there's that. Also, because they're vampires, they need to, you know, really make sure that they remain in positive standing with the community as well. But that's besides the point. So he will come back over later tonight. And everybody's tired because I didn't do anything for them all night. Sorry. Oh man. Okay, so they are all tired except the baby who's crying. Who's that baby again? That's Milo number two? Okay, that's Milo number two. Um, I was like, what is my baby's name? Oh gosh, I'm a disaster. Um, I don't really remember them unless they make it at least to teenhood. So, oh, she has morning sickness. We're having another baby. I really hope that we have lots of kids in this household because, you know, I was really nervous when we only had Nickel. So, it was just too scary for me. Oh, she wants to talk about relationship fears again. My girl, why are you so insecure all the time? Okay. So anyway, it's starting to get late again. Here we go. Everybody is taking care of their daily chores. I'm trying to take care of this toddler. Luckily, he's aging up this year, except also the baby is going to age up next year, so we're still going to have a toddler. We might have two toddlers. She's pregnant. We'll probably actually have two babies at the same. No, we won't because I think the baby is going to age up. Um, or maybe we will. But the baby is aging up the first day of next year, so we won't have two babies for very long. Anyway, so we are going to invite him round for dinner. She just cooked, and after talking about food all last night, he finally gets to have a human meal, and he loves it. So Milo's kind of scoping him out. Milo's like, okay, hello, I don't know you. And he basically introduces himself as a distant relative. And Milo's like, oh, yeah, yeah, I remember the Vittora family. So Oh, you just peed yourself. Okay. So anyway, he's trying to get in Milo's good graces because he wants to marry Margaret, and it's not going too badly. I tried to get them to come talk in private, and they just won't do it. They go back inside, so I don't know what to do there. But anyway, so um, him and Margaret are just talking, and he's like, Margaret, look, okay. Um, and she is going to interrupt him and be like, actually, Henry, I'm pregnant from our bush woohoo. And he's going to be like, okay, well, I wanted to marry you anyway, but that just kind of fast tracks things. So they come and tell Milo that she's pregnant. And he is not happy about that. He's like, you got her pregnant? You didn't even talk to me? So Milo is not exactly happy with this situation, but he's like, okay, well, yes, you're definitely getting married now. I am, you're not going to ruin my sister's honor. So basically Henry comes outside and he tells her, he's like, Margaret, look, I love you and I want us to have a baby together, but I need to tell you that it could be a vampire baby. I'm a vampire. And she's like, what? So he tells her that he's a vampire and she's like, okay, well, we're getting married and I do love you and I think that we're meant to be and whatever. This has all been really fast and it's a lot to take in, but you know this is fine. So we pay her dowry, and um, it's a lot. It's a lot. But basically, she also tells him, she's like, look, I don't want to be a vampire. I always want to eat human food and be happy. Like, I'm happy being a human. I don't care if our children are vampires or humans or whatever, and I love you and I want to be with you, but I'm not living all of eternity with you. And he just accepts that. He's not going to make her into a vampire. So there's that. But I am going to download this nice house from the gallery. Thank you very much. Um, Vampire Victorian, it's called. So, you know what? Thank you to everybody who puts really cool stuff up in my gallery. Thank you. Because I'm not that great a builder. Anyway, so they are now together and they are married. And she's having a baby. My goodness, Margaret. Um, Maybe at some point Henry will give up being a vampire, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We'll see. I'll think about it. Could be a later us thing. Anyway, so that is Margaret's love story. To be continued. Stuff could happen later. It might not, if I forget. Anyway. So it is now Saturday. It is Saturday, so we will be rolling for Nickel to see if he survives. Um, Honestly, I looked up the pronunciation of his name, and it really doesn't make sense. Like, I don't understand. I hear both Nickel and Nicole, and I can't really tell the difference, to be completely honest with you. So we're gonna call. I'm thinking we'll call him Nickel because no, I don't know. I'm gonna say whatever comes to mind, but I feel like Nicole sounds like a girl's name, but I mean it's like the same name. It is Nicole, just without an e at the end. Um, anyway, so it doesn't really matter because I'm sure girls' and boys' names flip flopped all over the place, hundreds of years ago. That's like very many hundreds of years ago. So, anyway, now we have enough stuff to make flour. So I was like, oh, we should make some flour and make some bread and maybe cook some different recipes. Okay, Nickel did survive. He is gonna be a child. We did it. Our heir is making it to become a child, which is good. I'm still glad that we have extra children afoot, but obviously I want him to be our heir, but we're just gonna have to do our best. If he dies, he dies. I'm trying not to get attached. You know how it is. Bjorn keeps calling. Hi, Bjorn. No, I can't go to somewhere with you, but look at all these pies we can make. Oh, look at all this stuff we can make once we have flour. Except that was the only flour I could make. Anyway, let's get into Create a Sim to take care of our baby boy. I don't know why I feel like all my Sims are aging up with textured hair when I give their parents curly hair. Maybe it's like the CC hair is labeled as textured. Could be. But neither of his parents have textured hair. So I'm just going to give him curly hair like his father. And yeah, his hair is brown too, like his dad. So there you go. And we're just going to change his outfits. Of course, he's wearing accessories all over the place. Thanks a lot. So regardless, he's going to wear a little vest and a couple. He has a nice outfit and he has 2 outfits. No, 3 if you include his pajamas. So there you go. We are moving up in the world. My Sims have 3 outfits. So here we go. Just trying to update him, and we're good. Good work, team. He's such a cutie. I really hope he survives because I like him. He's a good boy, even though we don't know anything about him except for that he's a slob. Honestly, I haven't really thought about what I'm going to make him about. I'm trying to think more about how we want this family to progress over the generations, because I don't want to be farmers for like hundreds and hundreds of years and just be doing the same thing over and over again. I do want our family to move up in society. I want our family to, be able to go to fancy parties during like, the 1600s and just, all this fun stuff that rich people can do that poor people can't. I want us to be able to do in time. We have hundreds of years to make that happen, but it's something that I, as the player, have to think about how I want to set up the family for a natural progression of, societal climbing. So I'm really hoping that that works out, that we can do that. So I have been thinking about, how many, what I want the next generation to do, the generation after that to do. So I definitely think we'll stay on the farm for a little while longer. Because obviously we don't have a lot of money. I think that maybe with Nicole's generation that we will focus on getting a lot of money from our farm. So maybe his kids could move out and try something different. I mean, we can always come back and to the farming life. It's not like I actually don't know if it's in the rules that you can't leave the lot, but I'm going to do whatever I want. Anyway, but yes, I think that, we can always come back and be a farmer anytime we'd like, but I think I would also like to try some other things as well. Let me know what you think about that, because I think that it would be fun to, break up the monotony of just being a farmer all the time. We'll see. Almost the baby's birthday. Okay. So we are on the last day of the year, Sunday, and we're just taking care of everything. I actually think we're going to have the second baby today. So tomorrow we'll age up the other baby into a toddler. We won't have 2 for very long. But yes, I'm really, looking forward to our next baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could still have 2 more kids after that if we wanted to fill up the household. I don't know if we want to, but, I get nervous. You know how I am. Oh, she doesn't like handiness. Whoops. Okay, so we're doing pretty good here. I also have a couple of errands to run in the world regarding Margaret and then also Mabel, who aged up and I haven't given a makeover to yet. So I'm probably going to do that as well. Okay, everybody's having a little bit of a hard time. I know. Anyway, I do need to make more butter and more cheese. That would be good. But anyway, let's do the cheese wheel first. Oh, I'm sorry, you have to get up. Oh, and she has to pee. Oh my gosh, we have so many things. It's like a surprise. Oh my gosh. Okay. Also, in case you didn't notice, I did get some more toys for the baby's room. So I did that. Oh, look at all this stuff. Oh, I love it. I just don't know like when some of this stuff like spoils because we're not going to be able to eat it all. Oh, okay, she's in labor. She's in labor. Let's go, let's go. A new baby, and it's a boy. Okay, Eric, number 2, named after his grandfather. Very nice. Oh, he survives. Everything is good. Okay. We are having a lot of boys, which is also excellent. Lots of boys to become our heirs. So that is good. I think, yeah, a couple of families are dying out, to be completely honest with you. But, um, I think like the Axtell family, all we have is a girl, so she's not going to marry in, she's not going to carry on her family name. And then we also lost the Godfrey family. Yeah. And I think we only have one kid in the Dubois family, so hopefully he lives. But yes, we are definitely running low on some Sims and some families after that plague. Oh my gosh, that was awful. So Here we go, just giving her a makeover. Now that she's a rich lady, she can have whatever she likes. I couldn't find the way to change the color for those bands, so I actually chose a different hairstyle, but I did end up finding them in the accessories later, but I'm not going to change it now. So anyway, this is going to be her new hairstyle for her new life, and she's going to wear all black as in the Vittora family. We'll get a wedding picture up, and we'll be in good shape. I wanted to pick something fancy. I mean, this is a rich family, right? So that's something to keep in mind is I'm just trying to keep their outfits, kind of in line with what family they are in. So here she is, my gorgeous, beautiful Margaret, who has married up quite well. um, and it is all because of her talents as a cook. I'm sorry. I can't even. And that's why she snagged a vampire husband. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry if that just made a really loud noise in your ears. I couldn't help myself. Oh, okay. We're going to go with the highest number so they can have 11 kids. Ay, ay, ay. Poor Margaret. Okay. Here we go. And now we're going to head into our favorite part of the decade. Probably not your favorite part of the decade, but is how our family tree has been growing. You can see that we've got a lot of Sims now going in the fourth generation. Just that fourth generation is really growing. Everybody's getting married and having babies, and our tree is expanding, expanding, expanding. It's so great. I mean, it's kind of hard to read now that it's so big, but I just love seeing that, we've done so much and it's gotten so big. That's probably why that there is a plague in this challenge so that you don't have to keep track of so many Sims. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this decade. I'm really excited to start a new one, the 1350s. So I hope you guys are also excited, and I'll catch you in the next one.